Hello everybody, welcome back to the Maverick channel, and I'm back with another video. I know I said I would review the Fetch.AI social media platform tomorrow, but guys, after reviewing it, after looking at it, after using it, I'm so impressed by this kind of progress. I'm completely mind blown by their thought process and the way they've designed this, guys. So please stay tuned to this whole video. I think you might want to hear what I want to say, but before we start, guys, the first thing I want to say, Fetch.AI, this is to you. I'm appealing to you. I've formed a couple of NFTs onto this platform and I've given them a couple of names. I've written some, I've already, resonated some writings onto this platform, and I'm feeling very attached to them. So is there any way that when you upgrade to the mainnet, I can just move this stuff onto the Fetch mainnet? That's my first request. In other words, I don't have to do this stuff all over again. The second request is every time I have to post something and I have to interact with this ecosystem, there's a sign. Of course, everyone that has interacted with DeFi has signed a transaction, but every time I want to do something, there's an external signing feature that comes up. For example, let's do this. I like this. So if I try posting this, the Web3 wallet opens up and I approve the transaction. So I think we are crypto people, we're used to this, it's no problem. But I think if there's a way to integrate the Fetch wallet within the platform itself, oh my God, that would dramatically and exponentially improve the user interface. And not just that, I think it will be an innovation in and of itself. I know some ecosystems that use that kind of thing, like the Wax blockchain, and I guess that's why they're doing well in the NFT sector, because it further simplifies the UI. First of all, I have to say the UI is amazing. It's amazing, but it's just that signing transaction thing. As a native crypto person, I'm perfectly fine with it. But when we're talking mainstream adoption, I think if there's a way of implementing that feature, that would be truly awesome. But otherwise, this is truly awesome. So guys, let's start the video. Right before we get into the meat of the details, you need to arm yourself with this. Fetch.AI developers, the website, basically, it doesn't have to be developers, it could just be the Fetch.AI, which is basically their main website. You need that because that's the best place to get their web wallet. You need the web wallet to interact with the social media platform we're going to look at. And I'm going to introduce you what this social media is actually called, and you'll be mind blown. I know I've talked about it before. I'm talking about the technical name. You'll find it interesting. You need to arm yourself with the Capricorn testnet, because when you're using this application is still on the testnet of the Fetch.AI mainnet, so the Capricorn testnet, you need to have the test tokens, which are called the test Fetch tokens. And to get those, you can just go to explore. I think that's a hyphen, Capricorn.Fetch.AI. You type in your address and you should receive them, your Capricorn test address. And you need to arm yourself obviously with Resonate.social, which is the website of the social media platform. This is the Fetch.AI website, and this is the explore Capricorn Fetch.AI. You click get funds, put your address here, and you will receive one test Fetch token, which is because the gas fees are so low on these networks that are based on the Cosmos ecosystem, that one test Fetch tokens will serve you hundreds and hundreds of transactions without running out. So guys, without further ado, let us dive into this review. So I finally watched this video, which was the Ask Me Anything between Humayun Sheikh, who's the CEO of Fetch.AI, and Abhinav Ramesh, who's the CEO of Resonate Capital, essentially the founder of Resonate Capital. So guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rush through the talking points of this, and then I'm going to demonstrate this stuff through the usability of the application itself. I think it's amazing, and I think what they did is truly cool. It's really, really cool. So of course, quick talking points, they talked about the IBC, which is the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol. So the capabilities of this within the platform itself, basically, there's a tipping feature. We'll look at this stuff when we're reviewing. We could do it right now. If you look at the platform itself, I think the ability to share this is something that I tweeted here. I think the ability to share your comments on Twitter is genius. So I tweeted, should I call it, I resonated something on the platform, and then guess what? If you type something here, if you post something here, of course they're like mini blogs, and you post it here, someone can love it, someone can comment on it, someone can resonate with it. So I resonate with this, which I think is really, really cool. So you can type something there, which is different from a comment. And lastly, I mean, you can also tweet this. You can basically just interact with this platform without necessarily having to move to Twitter all the time back and forth, which is, I think it's genius. So I can just click Twitter. It goes to my Twitter account and I can just tweet it. And remember, Twitter even gives more characters, so I can just add a few things if I want to add more. But still, there's still more space here for more characters. This was just a short post that I posted here, but you can easily share your posts. And if it's other people's posts, guys, I want to review the platform later, but we can kind of briefly look at it. If it's other people's types of posts, let me see, you can go to the timeline. Let's look for another person's post. You can tip them. You see this here? Let's see. Anonymous, you can tip them. Now what's genius is because of this inter-blockchain these capabilities, you can tip someone in Fed, so you can select these options, but with future integrations you're going to be able to tip with any blockchains that are integrated within the inter-blockchain transfer system. Now that I've said that, guys, check this out. If you download the Fetch wallet, you will ask yourself, how come, I mean, if Fetch upgraded to the inter-blockchain communication, or if they're doing that, how come I can't see any transfers to the IBC? Guys, I'm just trying to show you this. Make sure you confirm on the technical channel with the right Fetch people. You can go to their Discord channel and ask, and also their Telegram as well. But you can go to the settings right over here, and you can show advanced IBC transfers. Okay. And then when you come back, you see this has appeared. So you can now interact with the inter-blockchain communication protocol. You can say new IBC, you can select a chain. So, okay, right now it lists you the chains that are on the Fetch blockchain. So you can interact with the Fetch hub itself, the Fetch Andromeda, or the Stargate. But guys, you don't need to do all this. This is just showing you that indeed they're actually pursuing this path. And when you go to the settings, there's a couple of things you can change: your language, the currency you want things to be displayed in, and you can also link this to your Kepler wallet, but it's better to just really interact with the Fetch wallet. Okay, so that's just a tip for you, people out there, savvy people out there that might be interested. So they talked about the IBC capabilities, so you can see how that can be really good. The Fetch agents, you know, the Fetch.AI ecosystem, they created these things called autonomous economic agents that they're referring to as digital twins. So the capabilities of these, they can bring things like automation. They can help with sourcing data. So the purpose of serving as oracles, they can serve as decentralized finance agents. They can serve the purpose of tracking comments. They can track your NFTs, because if you're going to interact with this platform in this kind of way, then you need some way to automate these processes. Now, guys, what is the technical name? This platform is essentially not just any social media platform, but it's called a decentralized social NFT platform. A decentralized social NFT platform. I had to write that down. And when you combine that with a decentralized autonomous organization, which is a DAO, which is something that's becoming really popular in the crypto space, a DAO, essentially, this is a decentralized autonomous organization that has smart contracts and it's managing all these activities happening within the decentralized ecosystem. So in this case, it will be DeFi, because you're transferring tokens, you're dealing with tokens, and you're dealing with the trading and selling and transfer of NFTs within the social media platform. You're tipping people. So all of this managed by smart contracts, all these things happening, this essentially becomes a DAO, decentralized social NFT platform, or decentralized autonomous organization NFT platform, which is really cool. I've never used something like this I've used platforms like Steemit, or is it Steem or Steemit? I always confuse them. The one that was supposed to be under EOS. I think Dan Larima or the other guy. I don't remember. It's one of the biggest social platforms in the blockchain space. I used it in the past, but I think this is pretty genius. So let me just run through the talking points really quick that were mentioned here, so that we can quickly use the application. Guys, in case you want to watch this, it was 46 minutes long, and they talked about a bunch of things. They did demonstrations. So basically, they want to build, this platform is built basically entirely on the Fetch.AI mainnet, and everything will be released in a month's time. And guys, if you're on board right now with your Fetch wallet, you'll be in line to receive a bunch of NFTs, I think 500 to 1,000 NFTs that they'll give out to any people that are interacting with the platform right now. So essentially before the release. So essentially right now you can interact with NFTs, and you can see what on the platform right there. He was demonstrating how you can actually create NFTs and interact with them. And all this is happening on the Fetch.AI blockchain. And then, of course, they talked about the sharing Twitter thing. Guys, I'm just reading out the talking points that I wrote down, some of the things that I found quite mind-blowing. The sharing on Twitter thing, we've demonstrated that. And they talked about the costs. Obviously, the Fetch blockchain is so cost friendly. It's not going to cost you anything because of the Cosmos consensus algorithm. Is that amazing? So we talked about how this is a decentralized autonomous organization, which is essentially opening up how we interact, the idea of how we interact with NFTs. And they'll also integrate, of course, the IBC, and they want to do something else, which is a swap feature, which is, I think, is genius. So if you've used a decentralized finance exchange, you may want to swap different tokens for other different tokens. So I think for an NFT platform where people are going to interact with NFTs on such a massive scale, I think it would be awesome if there's some kind of swap feature where you can automatically do all these things. And they said with the integration of the IBC, essentially this will be possible. And then finally, these NFTs that you're creating right here, they want to create this. It's exciting because they want to make this platform really NFT centric. So essentially these NFTs that they're creating here, they want to make this thing sort of like a metaverse integration kind of thing. So you create NFTs here, but you can export them because there's that interoperability framework. You can transfer them to other blockchains, other NFT frameworks, other DeFi ecosystems. So your NFTs can essentially transform and travel. And those that have been around in the Cosmos ecosystem, the NFT sector within the Cosmos ecosystem is just forming right now. It's literally just materializing right now. I think it started like this month, if I'm not mistaken. And the Cosmos ecosystem, those who don't know about it, you have to know about it. I think it's one of those blockchains that has really clearly established itself as one of the winners as we move forward in this crypto ecosystem because of how clever their technology is. So your NFTs could have the ability to transform into other NFTs that could be used in other metaverses. And we've heard a lot of talk about this interoperability within the metaverses. So guys, let's start and review this platform. So one thing I want to talk about, you can log in with your Fed wallet, but when you go to the settings, there is a feature, hopefully I can find it. Let's say manage connections, and you can disable your connection. So if you don't want the platform to continuously seek data from your wallet, you can just disable it. Okay, so let's join the Resonate platform. Okay, it still detected it. I thought it would ask me to log in again, but it's okay. I think when I try to sign a transaction, it might ask. So let us start. This is how your profile looks like. Obviously, if you've used a social media platform before, this is okay. You can update your profile picture. You can update your timeline, but we shall see. When you go to profile, you get these things will be like NFTs. So this basically qualifies you into this round, and it's also a limited number of people. So make sure, guys, you watch out for things like that. So let's start with this. When you click this little button here that looks like a house, it essentially, now this is genius. This is like your Twitter side of things, where your profile in Twitter, but the profile here is separate from not here. When you click this house, you're basically interacting with all your tweets, all your replies to other tweets, like I like this. Okay, basically all your tweets. And then because this is an NFT type of thing, these are some of the, guys, these are not tweets. These are, let me just call these posts. Because it has very big Twitter vibes. That's why I keep saying tweets. And of course, we're used to using Twitter. But I would say all your posts on the Resonate platform, basically, when you click that house, you can see them. So because it's enabling that tipping mechanism, that transfer of NFT mechanism, essentially, you can, what can happen here, you can interact stress-free, away from all distractions, with all the people interacting with you and your NFTs and what you're creating and other people you're interacting with. So I think it's pretty genius. When you click this calendar looking like thing, it brings you to the timeline where you can navigate this ecosystem, see your own posts, see other people's posts, interact with them, tip people whose posts resonate with you, resonate with them as well. Write comments on their posts. I think it's pretty genius. And then search for, maybe you saw something that you forgot, you can search for it here, or you can search for someone and names will pop up. You can see a bunch of names here. You can link up with these people, and those little things you're seeing there, those are their fetch addresses, and I think that's why the search came up. So all the fetch addresses start with fetch, then a bunch of, I think, the hexadecimal numbers. I think that's the format. Not too sure. So basically, you can interact with the timeline here. The search feature is there. You can see the top NFT accounts listed over here. So I don't know how they do this rating, maybe based on who was just logged into the platform and then goes in an NFT. I'm not too sure. Account suggestions, I guess active accounts, they suggest to you accounts that maybe have things you might resonate with, I guess. I really like the Resonate name. It's really, really cool. It fits right nicely into the vocabulary. So it's really cool, at least in conversation. And then you can view more of this. And then you can see the trending topics. Resonate, undoubtedly, obviously, it's the most trending topic. Again, Resonate. Then Fet, makes sense. Rezo, the token airdrop they want to do in the future, which will still be on the Fetch mainnet, and of course Fetch.AI. It makes sense that those are the things that are the topics that are being talked about the most on this platform. Now, guys, when you click contact, I don't think they've integrated properly yet here, because this will just, okay, you might as well just click on it. Yeah, it will lead you to this, which will lead you to their Telegram, so you can interact with them, which is good because you can contact them directly on their Telegram group. But when you come to the profile, this is pretty cool. You can log out. Let's do it. Then you log in again with your Fetch wallet. This is actually what I need to do. So you can just do it manually, which is pretty cool. And yeah, but guys, that's all you need. You don't need to put your email address, all these things, your address. No, just form your Web3 wallet. You can form any number of them and you can log in. But ideally, you may want to focus on one wallet, because with incentive models and all this, you may want your wallet to have a good sort of credit score on the blockchain system. So when you click profile now, here you can directly interact with the timeline. So see what you've posted, I think, and see what other people have posted as well. But this is, I think, mostly what you've posted and other people's replies to you. So that's profile. You click here, profile. Then you can see the people who are following you. This person was following me. This person was following me, so I follow them back, or I was following them, they follow me back, just like Twitter. I posted many NFTs, but not particularly photos. I just posted that link that you saw. It was a YouTube video, that the previous YouTube video that I did today. So, but no particular posts on photos and videos. That's why you're not seeing anything here. And then lastly, the most exciting one is the NFTs. They will launch their Explore marketplace, their marketplace later. So I guess these teasers here, you'll be able to click this and explore the marketplace. If you click this right now, nothing happens. You can see how much you've collected, how much you've created. And of course, you still see the constant suggestions. This doesn't change that much. Top NFT accounts and so on, suggestions and popular topics. And guys, I created a bunch of NFTs before I did this video. And of course, this is a shoe, Neo Kicks. I created some Neo brand that I'm trying to build. And some of these things like this shoe here, unlike these others which were kind of funny, but they also took time. This took me a very long time. It took me about a month and a week to create this shoe, so that took a bit. Of course, the price is a joke. This is all test. That's why, yeah, that of course, yeah, no one would obviously do that. So that was a joke. And this is still a test fet. Obviously, in case we were to list this on the main thing, would see how that goes. I'm interested in seeing how to interact, how to transfer these NFTs. But guys, let me just read out the names I gave some of these NFTs. These other ones that you're seeing here, I go into Decentralized. There's this place called Wonder Zone within Decentralized, and I like taking pictures of some costumes that I really, really love. So I posted these as NFTs on this platform, and guess what? It was super fast. Basically, you post something, you sign a transaction, and you refresh the page, and that's it. It's right there. So kudos Fetch.AI. The speed is amazing. I don't know how you guys are doing it. So anyways, let's go through the names I gave some of these NFTs. Budson at Buddy. So this was a person in WonderZone, and this is their Twitter name. So I decided to give it their name since that's their costume. And Alien. So the guy in the vest is me, and the other is the Alien. Rock and Roll Demon, obviously it's the guy with the rock and roll guitar. Masked Bandit, that was me with that ferocious mask from Decentraland. Professor Ithgro, so you can see the guy with the wings and the ETH at the top. I think those are cool names. Harry Floating Potter. So Tony the Hawk Thrilled Michael. We have Hi Marty McFly. We have Hi Caesar. We have Hiroto Kai. We have Gender Neutral Snow Person. And then lastly, we have Dap Crafts Advocates. So I think it's pretty cool. I was pushing to the limit, trying to issue out as many NFTs to see how the platform works. I've tried tweeting, I've tried using the retweet feature and so on, sending your tweets out on Twitter. I tried tipping someone, and everything works as advertised. This is one of the most fluid test nets I've ever used. And if they launched this as a main platform, I think it would almost be flawless. All it needs is more users, and that's it. And basically just getting better with time, aging well like fine wine, I guess. That's all we have to wait for at this point. But at this moment, I'm very, very impressed. I'm really, really impressed, and I'm going to be using this feature, this platform, especially the ability to post stuff here and then just automatically share them on Twitter, or very easily share them on Twitter. I think that was genius. That was one of the most genius things they did in this platform. So guys, I played you out there. I forgot the notification button. Obviously, you can see people that followed you, people you followed back, and some few interactions over there, read messages and unread messages. And I think I've covered it all. I go out there, you have the tools, you have the knowledge to explore this beautiful platform that has been created by this amazing team that keeps iterating. And I think the sky is not just the limit, but I don't know, we're going to blow it beyond the stratosphere into the universe. I think it's amazing what you guys have done, and it's beautiful. All right, guys, I hope you learned something. I hope you really liked this video, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.